Veronica Bay. We know her and we love her. Well, maybe we don't love her, but she sure is interesting for content. We've seen her go from Monate. She was a lifer. She was going to be there forever. Uh-oh. Maybe she wasn't. Remember when she tried to change her post? Like, she must have really loved that picture because she kept it up. She just changed the caption. So, Dear Veronica goes from Monate to iGenius. And it's just my little theory here that she tried to join too, and Monate didn't like that, and found out that she was also cross-recruiting and got into some trouble. And then she was talking up a big storm, and they sent her oh, we'll give you some money. And she said she didn't want their money, and that $15,000 was pennies. Pennies, she said. And unfortunately, people, iGenius wasn't the solution to her problems, and she left after around about a year. I think she didn't rank up very much. And then Veronica backed herself as a real estate agent. Oh my goodness, and she had very nice branding. Sort of, I don't know, do you like it? And guess what? Didn't go very well. But she managed to briefly join eXp Realty. Here's some proof of that. And she didn't like that either. And then Dear Veronica went back to the only thing that she's ever been successful in. She had joined at eXp, but she really wanted a bigger company, something that she could sink her teeth into. So she was being courted by Amare, and Amare flew her out to Utah. Do you want a free trip to Utah, Americans? Join Amare. They love flying people out. Anyway, she was in Utah on Amare's dime and managed to get recruited into doTERRA. So, Veronica's an oily hun now. And not only that, she's managed to keep up her very vitriolic and vile Instagram and social media presence, being a hateful little right-wing conspiracist, including, the COVID vaccine causes people to die suddenly when they're playing football. Yeah. Anyway, bad news, everybody, especially if you like vaccinating your children and you don't like Andrew Tate, because Veronica's she's pretty okay with Andrew Tate. She's pregnant and it's a boy. Ugh, let's talk about it.
Hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. I'm really close to the camera again. Woo! It's just because I don't have anywhere to put my mic, because of my new sort of setup. We're having a baby. Veronica. I didn't know because she has me blocked, but I found out that she's having a baby. And what does a woman like Veronica do when she is pregnant? Oh, she absolutely sells her MLM. Yes, she does. We are getting all the doTERRA business, and I betcha, I haven't found it yet. We're going to hear about how doTERRA helped her get pregnant. I bet. Anyway, so we're going to watch one of her or a couple of her stories. And yeah, so it's a boy, which, is absolutely terrifying because she is so right wing, and I'm like, oh no, she's going to be one of those I'm a boy mom. And yeah, you could see from, of course they had a gender reveal party. Let's celebrate our child's genitals. Woo! That's what I see. If you enjoy a gender reveal party, great, but I do not. I'm just like, yay, it's a baby. It's nice to know, but it shouldn't matter. But this baby better not be gay or trans or anything like that, because Veronica does not accept those people. And guess what? If you don't accept that, if you don't accept that your child could be that, then you shouldn't have children. So it'll be interesting to see, how it all turns out. This baby's not born yet. I'm not, wishing anything upon it. Anyway, let's see what she has been saying. All right. So video 1, there's about 5 of these. So
good morning. We didn't get a new car. We're in a rental. Happy February. Yesterday was insane for Marcus and I. We were nonstop all day. And then by the time we got home, I felt so terrible that I could not speak. But today we have another one of those days where we'll be in the car all day. But I have to get on here and share with you guys that the recharge officially launched. I just placed my order right now in the car, and I wanted to come on here because I know a few of you are very excited for this product, and also
because even if there's an emergency, you got to jump in the car, get on your Instagram stories and sell. You can't just sit in the car and maybe, chill out. Still got to be selling, because she knows that some of you, and she's already done her order. So there's no excuses for you not to do your order, because she's going through an emergency, right? She's on the go. She's in the car. She's busy as hell and pregnant. She's not going to hear your excuse for not ordering. So she's the example. You better be matching her energy.
I had an experience this morning that just made me be like, you have to talk about this today, no matter what kind of day you have. And I'll show you right now what that experience was.
Ooh, cliffhanger. Okay, hang on, pause. Okay, I'm really annoyed at myself. I didn't save it, but the story she told was that she was feeling bad because of her pregnancy, and she was dehydrated, and Marcus had given her some other brand of like hydration, like liquid IV, etc., and she said that it was terrible. It didn't leave, it didn't help her. It had like gross stuff in the bottom or floating, and I think she even inserted a picture, and that was because her recharge, the doTERRA product, she'd run out or something like that. Yeah. So this is the product that she's talking about. Best electrolytes just hit the market. And she went, on and on about how the other electrolyte drinks are full of sugar, which is a prove it point of view. And yeah, so, and it's got collagen in it as well. Whatever. So this is her when she was at conference. So they've been waiting for this one to come. I wonder if you knew that she was pregnant at that time. I'm not 100% sure. Well, thanks for that close-up. Goodness me, well done. The next one.
So if you already take electrolytes and you have a brand that you love, I want to leave this comparison chart here just so that you could check out like what the main differences are. Something that I love about doTERRA is that anytime they create something, it's done with so much intention to really like exceed what's already on the market. So you guys are going to love it.
So the things that it has more of is magnesium. It's sugar-free. It has, what is that? Baobab? It's hard to see. Hang on. Baobab extract, fresh ginseng, and Metapower blend. Okay, but what is in a Metapower blend, Veronica? Because if it's a new client, you're not really giving them much more information. And, like liquid IV has, let's keep
this. I am so hyped about this product. And we have 2 flavors. We've got strawberry and lemon lime. They're both delicious. So really it's up to what flavor you like best. So yeah, if you've never bought from me before and you would be a new client, use this link. It's going to give you access to checking out the products and being able to purchase them. And if you are an existing client, wait until the next slide and I'll have a link for you.
Two whole flavors, strawberry and lemon lime. Liquid IV, and Julie Joe is an affiliate for Liquid IV if you want a discount and she gets a small percentage of that too. Liquid IV has heaps of flavors. Now, I can't get it here. I'm dying to try it. And, but I've got another brand that I use called Hydrate, and I love Wild Peach. It's delicious, especially at the moment when it's so hot. Anyway, I'll see if there's, did I close down my incognito window? I think I did. See if there's anything else. So on the same day, I don't know what the emergency was, but I think it had something to do with Marcus's visa or like his papers, obviously he is married to Veronica, and she's an American citizen, so she can, sponsor him and so on because they are married. It makes me really think, like, she said that they came back to Miami because she wanted to be in the same time zone as her iGenius team. And, oh God, okay, we can watch this. She came back over, to be on the same time zone as her team. They were living in Germany, which was very lovely. And she's not in iGenius anymore, and yet they still live in Florida. I think she has the power in that relationship because she had so much money to start with. I don't know if she's earning as much now, but because being what she was at Monet, and she was an executive director, which is the second highest rank, which doesn't mean that she may have still earned as much as an SED, but she earned a lot of money. And we know that because I have her earnings somewhere. Before, so Chelsea CC Suarez had that video in the Monet back office, and she took that video down because of a cease and desist, which was interesting because I think she's had other cease and desists and she didn't take those down. And I thought it was fair use, but anyway, I did get the little snippet of Veronica's because I cover Veronica a lot. Anyway, so we'll have a look at this. God damn, these people. So here's her little thing. I'm supposed to be talking about Maxie right now. I think that's what they're going to call their baby Maximus, which is, it is what it is. But I need a brief intermission to talk about Marcus because, man, I feel like I won the lottery. Every day I'm grateful. Every day I'm more and more in love with this human, and I'm so grateful that I get to raise a family with you, my best friend, my love, and blah, 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 blah. And then this is for to my single sisters, single girls. If you want to land your dream man in your dream life, here's the one thing I would do. Eat. So the dream man, today I was having breakfast with my husband at 11 a.m. on Monday. It hit me. I am living the exact life I wish for. On that dream man list, I had that my husband had to be an entrepreneur because I wanted to be able to spend random moments like these together. I didn't want my man to only have my man on the weekends. Lots of people get to go to brunch with their husbands they can. What is it? Is this like the guilt of it? Oh, you don't get to spend every minute of the day with your husband? I don't think she has any friends outside of Marcus, DBH, which is not a surprise because she strikes me very much as a mean girl. I didn't want to, I knew I wanted a life where we weren't bound to a 9 to 5. Personally, that's something that's important to me, among other things like must believe in God, must like nature, must be tall and handsome. Long story short, I got super descriptive. And when Marcus came along, he had everything on my list. That does not mean he was perfect. Fucking hell. She's such an elitist, but I could instantly recognize the endless potential in him. That's kind of shitty. Oh, he's not very good, but he's got potential. Because I was clear with what I wanted and needed in a man. The biggest mistake I did before finding my husband was dating aimlessly. Dating aimlessly. She means. Oh, you can't see my wee. Don't be a slut. That's what she wants to say, but she doesn't talk like that in public. Sis, mom, your time is valuable. Don't ever give it to a guy who can't give you the things you need. How do you know? Like, every relationship that you have, regardless of, like girlfriend, boyfriend, friends, whatever, every relationship makes you the person you are today. So, that seems crappy as well. Get clear on what you want in your man so it can be easier to spot him when he arrives. I pray for patience in the lives of all the single women that follow me. Oh my God, she's so kind. She is the sweetest. She just wants all her single gals. She wants you to fall in love like she did with a white supremacist. That's my opinion. Oh my God, shut up, me. He just, I don't know, he's got the same beliefs as Veronica. Very Christian, from Germany. See, it's okay to be married to a Veronica because she's one of the good ones, one of the good Latinos. You are not less than for not having your happily ever after just yet. Your dream man's out there. I believe it, and I hope you do too. Oh, there's more. Get clear. She said that like 20 times. And know your worth. And when someone tells you your expectations are too high, smile and confidently walk away knowing they're simply just not the right person for you. What if the person who's telling you your expectations are too high is like not the person you want to go with? Like your best friend saying, I think you want him to be a Sagittarius and really good at parkour. That's going to be weird. If you can't find that, your expectations are too high, and yeah, smile confidently and walk away if anyone says your expectations are too high. Just gonna walk away, smiling confidently. I hope I didn't just kick a dog, like, because there's dogs underneath me, not like accidentally, you know what I mean. Anyway, there's nothing better than being married the man of your dreams. So please don't give up on that dream. Do you have your dream man list? I have a dream of not having typos now. Veronica does speak Spanish. She's scammed in many languages. But she's a journalism major, so she knows how to write and speak English well. Yeah, right. Okay, so the other thing that they did, so they went to this naturalization ceremony, apparently, right?
So I'm sorry about the delay in the links. I was in an immigration office and I had no signal. But guys, we sat through a naturalization citizenship ceremony, and I lost my shit to the point that like an officer came up to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And it was just because like, I think sometimes we take America for granted. Yeah, like I lost my shit, like crying and emotional. Of course, it was probably the pregnancy hormones, but I just looked at all those people that are becoming Americans, and like this is probably the best day of their lives. And it made me think about my parents and the processes that they had to go through to make me an American. And I just wanted to share that because I hope that we're grateful. Like no matter where our country is today, I think we all have a responsibility as citizens to love this place and make it even better.
Oh, do you mean make America great again? Because that's what you think, isn't it? America is a great country. At the moment, not really. Like, so I saw my uncle yesterday, and he lives in Melbourne, and we were talking about like how we both don't watch mainstream media. We just watch YouTube, and I told him how I didn't realize the no vote was winning, and he was the same, and he was outraged that the yes vote didn't win. Then we started talking about politics, and I said, like I got a whole heap of friends who are American, and we just marveled at this, like how do you live in a democracy where people hate Joe Biden and people hate Donald Trump, but they're the only two options? I don't get it. How? I know it has to do with party nominations, right? But what the fuck are the Democrats doing? they don't even have to look very far to know that Joe Biden is not popular. And it doesn't fucking matter if Trump is there. People are not going to vote for him because of the genocide. Like, wake up, Democrats. And then you've got Nancy Pelosi blaming Russia and China for protests against the genocide. It's like, no, wouldn't that be weird anyway if you thought that they were monsters? No, we're just human and we don't like genocide. We're seeing, actively watching a genocide like what happened in World War II to the Jewish people. We can see it and people are speaking out against it. So it's just so bizarre. And it's like, to me, it feels like they want to lose. The Democrats want to lose so then they can become the good guys again because they're against Trump. So it's just, don't fuck around with people's futures like that. Put a better person up. God. Anyway, so Veronica is very pro-Trump, and she does not realize that under a Trump government, her parents wouldn't have been able to come here. Her parents wouldn't have been able to, have her become an American citizen. They would have been told to go back home, go back to where you came from. Okay? If you're not white, you don't have as good a standing. And a woman? Bitch, come on. You're not the first to go. The trans and the LGBTQIA plus are going to go first, and then the black people, and then the Latinos, and then, until there's just the white people left. And then they'll find some way to subjugate the women until it's just white men, because that's all they give a fuck about. Women and feminists have been getting rights and clawing them back slowly for years and years and years. And now men, those white men are like, we want to go back. We want to make America great again like it was before when we were in power. We won't let them. If Donald Trump becomes the president again, that is fucking grim. But there will be an uprising. There will be. Okay? It was bad under Trump. It's bad under Biden. It will be bad. It will just be bad. All around bad. So, if anyone wants to come to Australia, you're welcome. We have a third party. I know, it's unusual. We've got the Greens. So, if enough people come and emigrate to Australia, come on down. And if you want to, teachers, we need teachers at the moment, okay? Desperately. And there's not the threat of getting shot. I mean, it's not that good. The conditions are awful. Kids are just disgusting at the moment. But not going to get shot. That's an advantage. And the pay's pretty good too. For me, anyway. All right. Last one. Let's go. Patriots. This one starts with Patriots. Blah.
So this is a call to action for all the patriots of this nation to stand up. We have an election coming up this year, and I think that we have to share our values, our ethics, our morals, our perspectives, try and guide this nation the right way. And if you're a parent, go speak at your schools for the things that matter. If there's something going on in your community, we need to speak up. It is the people of America that make America great. It is not the government. So every single time we try to blame it on the government, I hope that we humble ourselves.
I'm directly blaming the Biden government for genocide in Palestine. Directly. That is their fault.
And say, well, what are we doing to fix this problem? Because the beauty of America is that the people have the power until the people decide to not be involved, to not care, and believe that ignorance is bliss. So let's take the power back because it's ours by default.
Interesting. What does she mean go and talk at schools? Parents, go and talk at your schools about your beliefs. Do they have that where you can just roll up to a school? Because parents would never be able to just roll up to a school here and talk. We have a PNC, Parents and Citizens Association, and do stuff. But yeah, it's you can hear all the dog whistles for the Trumpisms in what she's saying. We make America great. We have the power. I just think we have compulsory voting. It seems insane to me that you don't have compulsory voting, but still call yourselves a democratic country. And, that was to disenfranchise many voters, and things like felons can't vote. And, it just, from a distance, I don't know if people who are living in America can see. It just seems crazy to me, So what's Veronica Bay doing? She's pregnant and she is dehydrated, and she's going to sell you doTERRA because that is the perfect product, especially compared to other products with electrolytes. And also go and vote, but vote for my guy who says make America great again. America's the greatest country in the world. No, it's not, which is fine. It could be, but we've got some work to do. It's all the dog whistles of right-wing talking points and rhetoric. And it's the same old thing from Veronica, really. She's opinionated, and it's just terrifying. I mean, it'd be terrifying regardless of the birth gender of her baby, because of who she is as a human. She's a elitist, she's a snob, she's classist, she is racist against her own people, she actively supports a party that doesn't support her. She lives in Florida. And yeah, she thought that Andrew Tate had some good points. Terrifying, especially as she's having a boy, But as I said, she thinks she's like, oh, I asked for the perfect man and God gave me him, blah, 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 blah. It just looks like her life is perfect, And it'd be nice if God gave her a little taste of reality with everything else that's going on, So, yeah, that's it, people. She's exactly the same, and I imagine she's going to be using her pregnancy to make her downline work, because she gets on, she sells, and she does everything, and she's going to use the products, etc., etc. All right, thanks for being with me. I am almost finished my Doug Wood video, reviewing his first couple of chapters of his books. Now, I've never done a book review, and I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm just basically reading it with all my captions and comments in the site, so I don't know if it's right. That's just how I'm doing it. And I've got a Chelsea Lee art update, so she's awful. Goddamn, TikTok is it's a minefield of disgustingness. And Jeffree Star. All right, have a good one, everybody. Have a lovely week. Please like and subscribe. I never ask people to do that, but just a reminder, I appreciate it. I appreciate every like, every view, every comment. I love the comments. Love having a chin wag in the comments. It's great. And yeah, thanks for being here. And I will catch you on the flippity flop flop side. Bye.
Thank you to the Echo members. On our Gremlins tier, we've got Rosie Path of Stones, The Eclectic Mima, Lisa Hans, Lynn Wee, Mountain Crystal, and Rutro Rachel. On our Ghost tier, we've got Demi, The Clown Town, and Katie Murph. Thanks very much, you guys. Love you.